oh yes, I want to go to Mexico, I want to go to Angola, I want to go to here, there, everywhere. But then you have a budget that's not realistic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Chantel, and I have a travel concierge business called Uber Impressions Travel Concierge. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some tips for planning a family-friendly vacation. Now, in today's video, we're going to explore some tips that you guys can implement in planning your next vacation, whether here in Jamaica or overseas. So there are some things that we have to consider before planning a trip, whether it's a family trip or a solo trip or a group trip, right? The first thing, let's not say we're gonna put them in order, but we're just gonna throw some tips that you guys can just implement in your planning. So we want to talk about communication. Communication is key. For a family trip, you're going to want to communicate with all the members that's going on the trip. So it may be the mother, the father, the daughter, the brother, the sister, the auntie, the cousin, the grandma, the grandpa, everybody that's coming on the trip. So what I will recommend is to create a group chat. So that can be via WhatsApp or any other app that you guys use for communication. So make it be open, add persons to the group that are going on the trip. So it may be a case where the daughter may be bringing a spouse or the aunt may be bringing a friend. So you add that next person to the group as well, so everybody can communicate, share information, and be on the same page. Because when planning a trip, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and you don't want that, none at all. So I definitely recommend open lines of communication. Communication is key. You can't go wrong with that. And another thing to also consider is the budget. So you want to talk about your budget. You want to go here. Oh yes, I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Angola. I want to go to here, there, everywhere. But then you have a budget that's not realistic. So with an unrealistic budget, it's not practical for you to have the experience that you want to have on that family vacation. So here you will consider everybody's pocket. You don't know how deep a person's pocket is. And the family vacation may come in a form where the head of the family, whether it's the mother or the father, is covering the entire trip, and other persons like the children are contributing to the trip. Or it may be a case where everyone is sharing the financial responsibility towards the family trip. So here's how you would break it down. First, you'll determine, if it's where everybody is contributing, you'll just determine who is paying for what. So you're going to say Mary is paying for transportation, Tom is paying for accommodation, John is paying for flights, Susie is paying for the food, Henry is paying for souvenirs. So if it's a case where you're doing it that way, you want to list out everybody's responsibilities and what they're going to contribute towards, so everybody can put their budget together. And I recommend using an Excel sheet for budgeting. You can't go wrong with that because everything will be calculated for you. Nothing will be off. Only way it will be off is if you probably didn't calculate all the cells properly. And in terms of if one person is covering the entire trip, for example, the mother or whoever is the head of the family is covering the entire trip, you will delegate tasks to other persons so they can research and say, all right, same procedure. Tom, Mary Jane is responsible for such and such, but not the financial aspect. So they will be responsible for figuring out how much the resort will cost, or if it's an Airbnb, how much the Airbnb is going to cost, and then they will get back to the father or the mother and say, so this is going to cost XYZ, so the father can budget out the money and know how much I'm going to put aside for the trip. Right? You with me? Cool. Alright, so the next thing now, the destination. So the destination planning can go first, or the budget, whichever. So you're going to think about the destination now. Jamaica. Maybe put Jamaica on there. So Jamaica is considered a family-friendly destination because one, we have Dunzura Falls, we have YS Falls, we have the Black River Safari, we have Hope Zoo and Hope Garden. So there's a lot of activities here for kids. So if they are here in Jamaica for a family vacation, the family can leave the resort, explore the country, explore the island, bring out the kids, take them out of the hotel. Yeah, I'm not have to lock them up in the hotel every day. You can carry them out, go explore. And yeah, they can have a good time doing kid-friendly activities and activities that even adults can partake in, because even with the safari tour, adults will love to go and see animals, right? Yeah, I think so too. And activities, there are also other activities here in Jamaica that kids can, like going to Devano's, go have some ice cream. Every kid love ice cream, so if you take them to Jamaica, you definitely have to bring them to Devano's. Like they, have that experience, because we have one of the best ice creams around the world. So that's a plus. My next destination that's kid friendly would be Dominica. Dominica Republic has the adventure parks. It has many beaches that kids can go and explore, just splash around in. They can experience nature. They can go on cable cars. They can do so many things in Dominica Republic, and it's kids friendly. You have multiple resorts there, like Grand Palladium, where kids can go and stay free, eat free, play free, everything. So yes, that's one destination, and it's quite affordable. So Dominica Republic is one of the affordable destinations that's ideal for families. So if you're budgeting, you can consider DR to be a part of that. And it won't bring up. Next up, we have Bahamas. So everybody know Bahamas is one of the places to go and take your children for a vacation, because they want to go Atlantis. They want to go to so many places in Bahamas. They want to go swimming with the pigs. They want to go swimming with the turtles. They want to do so many things when them go Bahamas. So why you would carry them go Bahamas if your budget can allow it? So there are certain things that you can do there in Bahamas that it won't break the bank, but you can also consider Bahamas to be a destination of choice for your next upcoming family vacation. Let's talk about USA. So in USA, you can take them to Legoland. You can take them to Disney World, which is one of the major destination spots for families, and this is ideal for either babies, old, young, everybody. And we do book Disney vacations. So if you're interested in booking a Disney vacation for your family, please feel free to reach out to us. The number will be here. So other things, you can take them to Miami Beach. There like you can take them camping to see the Grand Canyon, etc. So if you want to go to the US for your next family vacation, consider those. Next up on the list is Costa Rica. Costa Rica is such a tropical destination, and it's actually on my bucket list for my birthday this year. And what I love about Costa Rica, it's just like nature. Like when you think about Costa Rica, you think about nature. You're in the midst of the Amazon rainforest, and every child would be so happy to go and explore the Amazon rainforest in Costa Rica. They can visit like nature parks, nature trails. They can go hiking if they're into hiking. They can go to beaches. Like they're always in the sun, so take them out. If they're even in the cold, they bring them to Costa Rica, let them get some warmth on their body, splash around, have a blast. So Costa Rica is ideal for a family vacation, so add that to your list. Another destination of choice that I would recommend is Mexico. So Mexico, as we know, is massive. Mexico has so much to offer, and it doesn't stop at family friendly. It goes to adults only, everything solo, whatever you name it. So why Mexico would be ideal for family vacations is one, the flights to Mexico are very cheap. They're very frequent, so you don't have to say, all right, I can't go today because there are no flights. Like any date you plug in to go to Mexico, you will find one of the destinations in Mexico for family vacations would really be Riviera Maya, because that's the stretch where all the resorts are, all the major hotels are. Like kids can have so much fun in the Riviera Maya, and they will absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about planning a vacation, you can go to Mexico with your kids. You can do an all-inclusive. You probably can do an Airbnb if you're more into that, but just plan out your budget and determine the hotel, the Airbnb, the villa that you'll be staying at. And you can. Let's talk about vaccinations. A lot of destinations require vaccination, so you want to make sure that you're up to speed on your vaccination. So if in case you're going to a location that's prone to like yellow fever, etc., you want to get your yellow fever vaccine, your flu vaccine, all of them. So you just make sure you have those pat down, and even with the babies, ensure that your child is fully vaccinated before taking the child out of the country, because You don't want to run the risk of bringing home a child that's sick. All right, so ensure the child is fully vaccinated. Go through the health cards. Ensure you don't miss no form of vaccination. Another thing on the list is activities. Now you want to figure out what everybody is interested in. So some people may want to go skydiving. Some people may want to go hiking. Some people may want to go parasailing, hang gliding, you name it. So activities are very important because these are very personal. So you may, even though you're going on a family trip, you don't have to book the activity that includes everyone. People like to do things on their own at times, and some people just need that time to themselves. So, for example, a person going on a hiking trail while on their vacation with the family. Every family member not going to want to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning if you go up Blue Mountain. That's a no-no for sure. So what I do recommend is booking the vacation activities individually. Don't book them as a group because it's not fair to people to be paying for something that they don't want to do. So it's like you're going to literally force them to get up out of their bed and go on one activity where it require them to wake up early in the morning, which don't make no sense. So like boat tours, I think you can pre-book those for the entire group because people like to have a nice little time on the boat where then get refreshments which include little drinks, little food, little finger food, etc. Or some other activities that they can pre-book as a group would be like a walking tour or a city tour. So if you're in a destination, example, you're in Jamaica, you can do the Kingston Art or so if you're in Jamaica, you can do the Kingston Art Walk, which is a tour of downtown Kingston where you can go and like take photos of the murals. They give you some background of the history of downtown Kingston, how Kingston came around. And Mexico, if you're in Mexico on a family vacation, you can do a tour of Mexico City. You can do a one-day tour to Mexico City. A lot of persons will be interested in that, so you can book that as a prearranged activity. And other activities like zip lining. There's no way you can book zip lining for a family group because people afraid of heights. People really do. So that's one thing you wouldn't not pre-book for a group. So you have to individualize these items, activities, figure out what people like a cooking class. Yes, that's recommended to book for a family vacation. So you can book a cooking class where everybody will just come to the location where the lesson is offered. Everybody cook, have a grand time. So it'll be like you're home and you cook for you and your family on a Sunday. So add that to your list for your next upcoming family vacation, a cooking class, and you can't go wrong with that. The dates. Dates should be flexible because you don't know when Tom, Mary, Jane can get time off from work. So if you have a date that's already pre-selected, you need to run it through with your family members and see which date they can get available. That's if they are working at an establishment. But if they're self-employed, they still have to figure out their dates as well. So you can't just randomly throw dates out on people and say, hey, we're going on vacation May 5. It doesn't work like that. So people have to figure out them dates for them vacation and then plan accordingly. So get the dates right, get the budget right, get the lines of communication right, get the destination right. So now we reach to accommodation type. Let's talk about accommodation type now. You're going to think about whether you want an all-inclusive resort, if you want a villa, if you want an Airbnb, or if you want like to do a timeshare or a city hotel, whichever. So all of this is based on your travel lifestyle and your personal preference and your family members' preference. So you can't go and book, say you want to go on a vacation with your family, but the option is an all-inclusive resort. You have to figure out what other people want because I know everybody might like an all-inclusive resort. Some people may just want to sleep at the place, but go out at daytime, go explore. And not everybody wants to be in a resort. No. So figure out what people want. Some people want to be in the city because they like the hustling and the bustling and to see how the destination operates on a daily basis. So let's think about that. Airbnb, if you want to like prepare your meals on your own, you don't want to wait on like the hotel restaurant or to be ordering food online to be delivered to you. You can select a nice little Airbnb, and sometimes Airbnb come with like a chef. You may get a personal chef at some Airbnbs. You can get housekeepers at some Airbnbs. Some Airbnbs even offer transportation, so it's a no-brainer. You can also go with an Airbnb, and to be frank, an Airbnb would be more ideal for a family vacation because you get more space, you get more rooms, and you can get a whole massive house just to yourself for you and your family. So think about that one while you're planning your family vacation. All right, and if there's anything that I've missed on this list, you guys can let me know in the comment section, or if you're planning a family vacation, send me an email. My email address will be in the description bar, or you can give me a call. My number will be in my Instagram bio. It's not here in the description bar. So send me a message, reach out to me, drop a comment here if there's anything that you want to consider. Even if you want me to just plan your itinerary but not necessarily about the vacation for you, I can help you with that. So guys, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video, share it, and every little thing that you can help me to grow this channel, because yeah. But that's it for today, and feel free to catch me in the other one.